It's hard to tell if the... Oh my goodness! Holy moly!
He is a scary dude!
Let me ask you something. What if I told you there's a man out there, undefeated, unbroken,
Reality show. Nice takedown by Shamil.
and unbelievably violent?
To a high kick. I think this was the game plan. Oh, huge spinning back fist.
Whose name barely crosses your algorithm.
He doesn't want to be walking on. Oh, he walked on your right hand!
Slowly trying to sprint.
Oh, Shamil Musaev!
A man who spins, slices, and shatters opponents in under 90 seconds. Yet most casuals couldn't pick him out of a lineup. A man so cold, so surgical, he's called the silent assassin.
It's hard to tell if the... Oh my goodness! Holy moly!
He is a scary dude!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Shamil Musaev.
Какая у тебя основная цель в нашем проекте?
Хочу выиграть, стать первым и получить от опытных тренеров опыт.
A Dagestani dynamo who's not just winning fights, he's rewriting the definition of domination. But here's the catch. He's doing it in silence. No trash talk, no antics, just pure carnage. And today, we're pulling back the curtain on a career that should have made headlines, but instead became whispers. Born in the legendary fight cradle of Dagestan, Shamil Musaev didn't just grow up fighting, he was raised by it. But unlike many who went straight into freestyle wrestling, Shamil's origin was different. His martial roots began in Wushu Sanda, a dynamic Chinese combat sport fusing kickboxing, takedowns, and throws. This wasn't just a side hobby. By the age of 18, Musaev had already conquered the Dagestani Nationals European Wushu titles and even stood atop the world podium. But trophies weren't the point. He was crafting something lethal, a hybrid striking game so fluid it looked choreographed, yet it ended careers. You see, while others relied on volume, Musaev hunted for the kill shot. And when he found it, lights. Outside in 2013, Musaev made the leap into MMA, and let me tell you, it wasn't smooth sailing. He had the skills, but the platform, non-existent. Still, talent like his doesn't stay hidden for long. Soon he entered Mixed Fighter, a Russian version of the Ultimate Fighter. Out of 3,000 fighters from across 14 nations, only 18 got in. Musaev not only got in, he dominated, silently, surgically.
It's hard to tell if the... Oh my goodness! Holy moly!
He is a scary dude!
He didn't talk his way through the house. He spun back-fisted his way into the finals, where he captured his first MMA title in 42 seconds. Yeah, 42 seconds. That's the kind of violence we're talking about. But this was only the beginning. Here's where it gets wild. Shamil Musaev isn't just a finisher, he's an artist of destruction. His trademark move? The Ushiro Geri, a spinning back kick to the liver that drops men like bags of rice. Add in lead leg high kicks, spinning back fists, switch knees, and surgical low kicks. And you've got a fighter who doesn't just beat you, he embarrasses you. His timing, clinical, his setups, hypnotic, his finishes, Oscar-worthy. Watching him is like watching a dance. If the dance ends with someone unconscious. In 2019, KSW came calling. Europe's biggest MMA promotion. A real shot at global stardom. Musaev answered. And in typical fashion, he delivered violence, spinning knockouts, crucifix finishes, body kick knockdowns. But then drama hit. In a heated bout with Uros Jurisic, a post-fight scuffle erupted. Not in the cage, but outside. Musaev's manager got into it with Jurisic, and Shamil stepped in. A shove turned into a scene, and while it didn't get ugly, KSW hit him where it hurts. 50% of his purse gone. But here's the twist. Shamil didn't complain, he didn't protest. Instead, he donated the entire deducted sum to help children battling serious illnesses. The silent assassin stayed silent, but the message was loud. You'd think a man on a 5-fight tear in Europe's top promotion would be on every fight card possible. Right? Wrong. After that heated altercation, Shamil Musaev disappeared from the spotlight. For almost 2 years. No fights, no interviews, just silence. But behind the scenes, He wasn't idle. He was sharpening his weapons, refining every angle, every strike, every transition. The silent assassin was building an arsenal while the world forgot he existed. And when he finally returned, it wasn't with a whisper. It was with violence. Enter RCC, Russia's regional combat club. This is no amateur scene. These are cold-blooded killers fighting for their next shot at the big leagues. And when Shamil re-emerged, it wasn't for a warm-up fight. He faced Alexei Mukhno, a tank of a fighter. Durable, experienced, hungry, didn't matter. Musaev dismantled him over 3 rounds, blending pinpoint striking with seamless takedown defense. He looked evolved. He wasn't just spinning anymore. He was patient, calculated, tactical. He wasn't just a striker with flair. He was a complete mixed martial artist now. Then came PFL, the Professional Fighters League, a format that rewards consistency, finishes, and pressure. Perfect for someone like Musaev. But let me paint the scene. Most Dagestani fighters flood into the UFC through wrestling-heavy paths. Shamil, he entered the PFL as a knockout artist with Dagestani roots and wushu hands. And he did it like a ghost. No promos, no hype trains, just quiet destruction. His debut, first-round finish. The man was back, and this time the world had no choice but to notice. Now let's talk drama. The kind that doesn't usually happen in Dagestani circles. Shamil Musaev versus Magomed Umalatov, a fellow undefeated Dagestani killer. This was no ordinary matchup. This was a civil war. 2 elite products of the same ruthless system, destined to collide in the PFL. Their records, flawless. Their styles, dangerous. Their attitude, ice cold. But the fight got delayed, twice. Speculation hit hard. Was it politics? Was it management? Or was it just too soon for a clash this deadly? Whatever it was, the tension only grew. And when they finally stood across the cage, it wasn't just a fight, it was a statement. In the PFL, every fight is high stakes. 1 loss, you're out. 1 mistake, you're broke. 1 win, you move 1 step closer to $1 million. And that's what Shamil's chasing now. Not just the bag, but the recognition that's long overdue. Each opponent is another chapter in his silent war. Each knockout, another page in his book of violence. And if he wins the PFL Grand Prix, it won't just be about the money. It'll be about proving that you don't need to scream to be feared. You don't need theatrics when your fists do the talking. So here we are. The world is finally waking up to a reality some of us have known for years. Shamil Musaev is different. He's not chasing likes. He's chasing legacy. He doesn't beg for opportunities. He creates problems no one wants to solve. And the question now is, will the UFC finally pick up the phone? Will Dana White take notice of the silent assassin in a division full of noise? Because make no mistake, Musaev versus names like Rafael Fiziev, Mateusz Gamrot, Arman Tsarukyan would not just be fights, they'd be wars. And when the dust settles, we might just look back and realize he was the most dangerous of them all. The fight game isn't just about skills, it's about stories. And for too long, Shamil Musaev's story has been buried under louder voices. But that ends today, because now you know. Now you've seen what he's capable of. And the next time you hear someone say, "Who's the most underrated fighter on the planet?" you'll have the answer. His name is Shamil Musaev. He's undefeated, he's untouchable, and he's coming. Like, subscribe, and don't blink, because the silent assassin never makes noise until it's too late.